Hello, and it's Thursday. Like, how did that actually happen? So it's probably been about a week since I last did a live, and I had been planning to do one earlier on this week. Time just disappeared. I had this whole strategy about what I wanted to do, and it just kind of went a little bit wrong. But the past few weeks have been absolutely crazy. I have pushed myself out of my comfort zone beyond belief. Started off with running a free challenge, which was all about transforming your world, making your vision a reality. And that was epic. Like, people are already implementing the suggestions that I made, and that is absolutely awesome. It's been great. You know, I've had emails, I've had people in the group commenting to say like what they're changing, what they're thinking about. Emails from people saying that okay, this was something actually they hadn't even considered doing. And so then on Tuesday, I ran my very first webinar, and I feel like a broken record a little bit, but I can't say this enough. I am a complete introvert. I am so shy. So the idea of running a webinar for me was immense. Like, it was just crazy because yes, I've run lives in my Facebook group, but that's different. That's a controlled environment. People could get tickets to my webinar from anywhere, and I didn't know who was going to be watching, who wasn't. It didn't feel as safe as going live in my Facebook group. So that was really scary, but I did it, and afterwards I felt so proud of myself for having run the challenge and also from having done the webinar. It was so cool. Okay, so the webinar didn't quite go to plan, but that's okay, because my whole thought process behind running the challenge and the webinar was to figure out what worked, what people were going to respond well to, what wouldn't work, what I needed to improve on for next time. And I am an absolute perfectionist. I really am. But at the same time, I know when to let go. So I know where the boundaries are. And for me, going live and just doing it and running the challenge, that was a huge step. And so, yes, it wasn't 100% perfect, but I knew it wouldn't be, because anytime we do something for the first time, it can feel really daunting. It can feel really scary, but it's not until we've done something a few times that it starts to become a little bit more familiar and we get a little bit more comfortable. So the first live I did was, I think at the start of June, maybe May, June. And that was really scary too. But I was a guest on someone's Instagram, on Shayna's Instagram. So it made a massive difference because it wasn't just me going alone. But when I talk live to something like this, or even on my webinar, it's really scary because you don't really know who's going to join me. So anyway, there's a lot to take in for people. And something that was really obvious was that when people are looking to create their goals for the year, for the 6 months or 3-month goals, or, you know, just have that vision, they tend to look at their life and their professional life in isolation. They don't join the two up. But actually, I'm a strong believer that you need to marry the two up, because it's understanding about how everything fits together, where the linkage is, and that's what makes a huge difference. So, you know, if you haven't yet taken part on my challenge, there is still time. But at the same time, I'm also going to rerun this again around September, October time. I've got some time to think about what I would do differently next time, because I'm all about lessons learned. And that's really important when you run your own business. It's important to take that time, take that step back and reflect and review on what's worked, what hasn't, what you could do differently next time. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I also wanted to announce that this week, during the webinar, I made a huge announcement. I announced the launch of my Illuminator program. So what is the Illuminator VIP program? Well, it is a one-to-one program, and it's primarily meant for coaches and creatives, but not exclusively. And it's for anyone who is getting in their own way. I know what it's like, especially if you might have a team, but if you're just accountable to yourself, you can procrastinate. Things might not happen. You might not know where to go next. You might need that clarity in that direction. And that's the aim of this Illuminator program. So if you know what you want to achieve, but for some reason it's not quite getting there, there's maybe like a missing piece to the puzzle, I can help you to fix that. Maybe you want to make changes in what you're doing. Maybe you want to head in a different direction. And again, you don't know how to do that. And it's a little bit of hand holding, or maybe it's not. There's lots of different questions that people often have, or frustrations, or imposter syndrome might kick in. And the Eliminator program is meant for people like you who just want to get to that next level. So what this is about is it's going to be a minimum of 3 months sign up, and there'll be 2 meetings per month. And the thought process behind this is that one meeting will be almost that high level, that strategy, the looking ahead, the bigger picture stuff. And then the other meeting is about digging into the detail. So it could be anything that we discuss in the detail meetings and also with the strategy meetings too. But it's about helping you to understand what you need to do to make your dream a reality, or make your vision a reality. So as an example, maybe you've got plans for offering a new service or a new product, or you're looking at passive income streams. I know that's really popular. Okay, so what do you actually need to do? What steps do you need to take to make that a reality? What deadlines do you need to put into place? Who is holding you accountable to make that happen? Then we could also look at like social media strategies. We can look, because I have helped quite a lot of people with social media strategy in terms of giving them ideas, being that brainstorming person, helping them to get to that next level of what they want to achieve. Then there's also opportunities to talk about how your vision, actually, as in your values, sorry, not vision, but vision is also important, your values, and how that links to what you actually have to offer, and how that needs to be made sure that that messaging is aligned with what you want to have to say. So before, in the past, I've spoken to people and they've told me all about their business, and I get a sense of their personality and their values, and then I look at their content, I look at their messaging and their website and their social media, and there's this real disconnect between it all. So together we can look at lots of different elements of your business, but by knowing that you're going to have that accountability, and we're going to create these action plans, then it's a great way for you to kind of progress further into whatever it is that success looks like for you. So 2 meetings per month, but on top of that, there will be that accountability. And you can also send me voice notes for those quick sanity checks, because I know what it's like. You might have a quick idea and you just want to go, hey Louisa, does this sound right to you? Or can I just run this past you? And that's absolutely fine. And that's all part of the program. So if you would like to find out more about it, DM me. I won't bite, I promise. Or click on the link in my bio and it'll take you straight to the correct page. But otherwise, if you sign up to my newsletter, and if you drop me a message with your email address, I can add you to it. You will find out about the exclusive offer that I have for you, that if you join up to my program, you will receive a discount on the program, but also some special offers too. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. Don't be scared to push yourself out of your comfort zone. That's my last piece of advice. Don't be scared. I know it can seem daunting, but really don't be scared, because it's a great way of connecting with your audience. And on that note, I shall wish you a very happy day. And as I say, any questions, then do drop me a message. But the past few weeks, I cannot tell you how crazy it's been. I've loved it. It's been epic, epic, epic. And I hope to speak to you soon. Goodbye.